Hello and welcome to the Superpower Dare Die team. I'm Peter.
And I'm Rick, and today we're sharing our thoughts about the upcoming Marvel / Star Wars / Disney Obi Wan series that's dropping this Friday?
I think it's coming out this Friday. I think it's a double episode or 2 episodes put into one. And then I'm assuming it's going to take that Wednesday slot that Moon Knight had.
All right,
thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the live show.
What are you expecting from this series?
I'm not sure. Like I've said before that I really did like Ewan McGregor as Obi Wan Kenobi in the prequels, but I don't think they gave him very good stories or good dialogue or anything good to do. So while I like Ewan McGregor, I
like the casting
think
of
he's been
I like the casting, but he was crap.
Been given justice, yeah,
definitely.
But I'm getting a bit of flashbacks to when the prequels were announced, and when we first started seeing previews and stills from the prequels, from the Phantom Menace, because the thing that stood out to me was that R2-D2 was very prominent in the prequels, and in
I don't remember ever owning a droid,
and just the prequels just made it obvious that he would know who R2-D2 was. He worked with him. And so are we going to have some sort of memory loss thing, or is he just a compulsive liar? I don't understand like the character, because we've got what's reminded me now of that is in the name of the series is Obi Wan Kenobi.
Yes, it should be called Ben Kenobi.
Yeah. He says, I have not been known by the name Obi Wan Kenobi since before you were born. And the trailer has people saying Obi Wan Kenobi and cut to a shot of him looking at young Luke.
Yeah.
So is he lying? Is he going a bit senile in the original trilogy? I don't understand. Like, it just seems like obvious holes that you think people would pick up on. I don't get it.
I think it's obviously fan service, because, like you, people thought the casting of Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan was genius, and then the character was ruined in the prequels. And even the timeline in the prequels where he looks like he's only about early 30s when Luke is born.
Yeah.
And then when we meet him in the first Star Wars, he looked like punching 70. So
this is what this would be like. Luke looked about 5 or 6 or maybe 7 in the preview. So this is like 6 years after Revenge of the Sith, and I'm guessing Luke and Leia were what 18 in the original trilogy.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what they're aiming for.
So is he aging so much in a short time?
So I've stayed.
Owen Lars is in the trailers too.
But is he the same actor from the prequel?
Well, this is Joel Edgerton, who was in
same actor
Revenge of the Sith, but it's not the same actor that was in the original trilogy. And so, what is it? I've read people say, "Oh, maybe." I hope this was a joke, but someone saying, "Oh, it's the 2 sons on Tatooine that make you age quicker or something."
So no, I'm not expecting a lot from this, because I've learned to expect disappointment from both George Lucas and Disney when it comes to Star Wars. I know you liked the Mandalorian series.
I really like the Mandalorian series.
I can't say I like that. I'm really disappointed with Boba Fett, so I'm not. I've stayed away.
Boba Fett was okay, but it was a disappointment.
No, it's terrible. And there was no. So I've been staying away from any sort of like. I know Hayden Christensen's coming back as Anakin, and
I don't get that either.
He was terrible as an actor in the original, so I'm hoping that when he's not in front of green screen and can do something, he might bring a bit more.
He's just going to be in the suit now, isn't he?
But what is he just going to? Is he actually going to interact with Obi-Wan? Because he's been called Ben now. He's been called Ben. He's hiding. He's got the same surname, but he's still Ben. I'm coming after you because your surname is Kenobi, and do you know where? Oh my God, it's not Ben. It's you.
My goodness, you look just like this guy I knew called Obi-Wan. Maybe it's going to be flashbacks or something. Maybe they'll have flashbacks to when they knew each other before they had their duel.
Maybe
because
it
why
could
not
be.
just get some tall guy that can fit in the suit and get James
Yeah,
L. Jones?
because you're going to have.
His voice wouldn't be the same now either, would it? James L. Jones's voice. I haven't seen. Is he in the cast? James L. Jones?
No. So maybe it is. Maybe he's coming back as Anakin, a younger Anakin. There's flashback scenes, which would make more sense. Like Star Wars is screwing with the timeline, and they're screwing with the original concept of the first two movies. And I know George Lucas didn't go into the first three having thought out the trilogy really well, but they kind of managed to get through most of that, except for some inconsistencies with Leia being your love interest and then your sister. And then it just, they wiped all the stuff. It doesn't, just depends on your point of view. Yes, Vader did kill your father from a point of view.
Well, he lied about that. Like he's a liar. Ben Kenobi's a liar.
Qui-Gon in Phantom Menace was a creep who, like, he absolutely cheated the flying wing guy, Watto, out of like, I'm going to roll the dice and no, nothing going wrong here. I think it's the inconsistencies that really hurt me. I don't think
they had any idea what a Jedi was. Like it just sounded cool. It was a bit like a samurai, and then when they actually had to flesh it out a bit, it's like, oh, whoopsie, what do we do now? But it's like that's my biggest gripe about prequels, and it's not just the Star Wars prequels. It's like, why do we need to explain everything? Like Darth Vader was cool when he was just a guy in the suit. You make him a kid and an annoying, whiny teenager, and you've just taken all that coolness away.
I don't mind trying to make him sympathetic, but they did it terribly in the prequels because they just made him annoying.
And the Force does not need to be explained. Like, it's just we get it. It's just this supernatural power that some people experience and believe in and can use. Like, you don't need to bring in midi-chlorians, which just drives me nuts.
So I like Vader in the first one when he is kind of he's the two I see. Like you got Tarkin as he's the big one, and Vader
he's the henchman. He's basically the henchman. Yeah.
Empire, he gets a bit more to do, but at least he's a bit killy, and he goes around like, you haven't done the right job. And then Jedi, he's just like some sort of.
He's got good in him. He's got good in him.
He's just like he's got regrets. I had a few,
but I think this feels. If this feels again like we're just trying to. We don't need to know every single little thing about everything that happened. Like, mystery's good. I don't want to know where the alien from the Alien franchises came from.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't need to be explained what the Force is. You know, that's where your imagination kicks in. You don't need to explain. I don't want to see Luke and Leia as kids. I don't care. I like the Luke and Leia we got.
So so what do you think? Plot points. Have you got any idea? I don't, because I don't.
Looks from what I've seen, there's going to be Inquisitors, which were they were pretty. I don't know if they were in the Clone Wars, but I'm guessing they were. But I know that they had Inquisitors in Rebels, and I think they're looking for like the Jedis that weren't killed with Order. What is it?
66.
You love Order 6. I was leaving that to you because you love talking about Order 66. And so I think it's going to be about them hunting out Obi-Wan, from what I can tell. I've read some rumors just the other day that it's going to be focused on the woman Inquisitor, who's going to be played by well, I think her name's Moses Ingram, but I could be completely wrong there. And people are complaining about the woke, it's going to be a female character, blah blah blah. But I don't, that's just rumors. You don't know. I don't know why we need this story now. Like, I would like an Obi-Wan story, but it could have just been completely separate from what we had.
It doesn't. Not set between.
Not Sith filling in the gaps. It's just could just be an Obi-Wan adventure.
Because I like to think that he was just a hermit. That's what I described him as. He was just a hermit, so he didn't get in anyone's way, didn't do anything, didn't change his name very well either. But so they could possibly hunt him down. But the idea of that he's just removed himself from society, and his job now is just to sit there, not get involved in new space adventures. Like that's,
and
if
he
that's
didn't
what
want to. Like he was over it. Like I mean, and that's another thing the prequels did silly. Like they're looking for a pilot, and they made jokes throughout the prequels that Obi-Wan hates to fly and stuff.
Yeah,
but he's flying around in
he's probably a better pilot than Luke.
Like, it's just stupid. That's what they can't fill stuff in, and they just ruin stuff that came before it.
Yes,
better stuff
because they don't think about it. It's not mapped out. They don't sit there and go, all right, what have we got here? Because it was a bit of a mess, even in the first 3 movies. But they didn't sit there and go, okay, what have we got here? Because what George wanted to do with the prequels is jam all the crap that he wanted in there that he didn't get to put in the original series because other people just went, you're not sure. So that's,
and he had license. He didn't have anyone saying, "Oh, George, I don't know whether that rabbit-eared cartoon character is a very good idea. I don't know whether robots going Roger, Roger that you sneeze at and fall over is a very good idea, George." I think you've seen the videos of them. Like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, oh that's great, George. Oh yeah, that's wonderful, George. Oh George."
They actually look scared when he walks in the room. It's like Vader walking into the room. He's going to fucking choke them.
I think the best we can hope for is that it's a bit of fun and it doesn't ruin the Star Wars lore any more than what's been ruined already.
Yeah, and it may surprise us by doing. It might be more of a flashback thing.
Surprise would be good.
A surprise would be good. Might trying to explain some of the things that continuity errors that they have made already might be a good thing.
Retroactively. Whoops.
Yeah, that's right. And it might be the 2 sons makes you age. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. I just don't know. Why do they even need to squeeze Anakin in this? Like, it's the same as Solo. Like,
because Darth Vader
explain everything.
Yeah, Darth Vader toys must sell. It's an iconic design, and
he was a kick-ass character in the first 2, and from then he's been kind of nothing. Yeah. And I know they at the end of Rouge 1, they did put that was a tacked on scene where he went down.
Yeah,
and
even that, like he was not like that in the original.
Yes, that's my point. He would have been around. Were they chasing that starship with the plans on it for 20 years while he aged, so he couldn't do that sort of thing? Because when he fought Obi-Wan, if it was a couple of weeks later, 2 guys, a helmet who couldn't see what he was doing.
No flipping around or
none of that
powers knocking people across the room. It doesn't make any sense.
All right, I'm hoping for good, but track record of Disney is not making me expect a lot.
Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst.
That's my life.
But the key to happiness is low expectations. So
you're right. Got very low expectations. If anything, I just hope that Ewan McGregor gets to shine a bit more as Obi-Wan the bits I've seen, it looks like they're doing on location stuff a bit more, or at least the studios are a bit set up better, so he can actually know what he's interacting with. I know that was one of his complaints in the prequel. So if he gets to shine as the character, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Thanks for watching our preview show for Obi Wan Kenobi. We'll be streaming our recaps and reviews live after the episodes air here in Australia, so please tune in for that. And we look forward to your comments. And if you like our show, please like and subscribe.
Okay, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in another time. I'm Ben Kenobi, signing out.
See ya.